David Menzies for Rebel News here at the General Electric office in Markham, Ontario. And the reason why I'm here today is to hopefully get some answers regarding an employee by the name of Isham Khan. Now, Mr. Khan is an integrated nuclear plant design engineer, and he's currently working for GE Vernova Hitachi Nuclear Energy. That means he possibly has a security clearance to access Darlington Nuclear Generating Station in Bowmanville and several others in the province of Ontario. And that is a bit problematic, you see, folks, because Khan is a rabid anti-Semite who glorifies terrorists online on a seemingly regular basis. For example, he's a big supporter of Yahya Sinwar. That's the terrorist who orchestrated the largest mass murder of Jews since the Holocaust back in October 7th, 2023. Indeed, learning of Sinwar's assassination, Khan took to social media to write, quote, "May Allah have mercy on the martyr," end quote. Khan also celebrates the murders of Israelis, as seen in a post regarding a gunman opening fire in Tel Aviv, killing 10, writing in Arabic, quote, "Praise to God," end quote. Khan also refers to Israelis as, quote, "the most delusional pieces of trash to walk the earth," end quote. In relation to the concentration camps of Nazi Germany, Khan downplays the gassing of Jews, saying that this was, quote, "actually merciful," end quote, compared to the casualties of war in Gaza. And Khan predictably also hates the United States of America, noting that, quote, "America is the root of all problems in the world. It is literally the epicenter of all evil," end quote. Yes, General Electric is an American company, of course, but never mind. And it just goes on and on. When anarchists throw Molotov cocktails at police, Khan not only approves of such violence, but states that it, quote, "brings me inner peace," end quote. And Khan, by the way, is not exclusively a Jew hater. He also refers to Indians as Pajits, who, quote, "bathe in cow dung," end quote. Khan has also publicly stated that God will be throwing all LGBT people in hell. So here's the deal. Given that this radical Islamist may have security clearance to Ontario nuclear sites, people who are aware of Khan and his ideology and his hatred, well, they're saying this is a huge potential red flag. Now, I did reach out to what I thought was the media relations contact for General Electric, and here were the questions I had. What is GE's response to Mr. Khan's social media posts? Do these posts violate your corporation's code of conduct standards? Does Mr. Khan indeed have access to nuclear sites? And if he does have access to nuclear sites, will this be reconsidered in the future? And by the way, I forgot to ask this, but I think it's a no-brainer. I wanted to know if GE screens employees who do indeed have access to nuclear power plants. Well, the email came back to me as a bounce back, so I thought I would pay a house call here in Markham to the GE office and try to get some answers about someone who comes across as an odious individual who, God forbid, might have security clearance to get into nuclear power plants. Unbelievable. Let's see what we can find out. Hey, how you doing there? Hi. I'm just here to see if I can speak to a fellow by the name of Isham Khan. His name is, I'll spell it for you, Tesham. That's his first name, and his second name is Khan. My name is David Menzies with Rebel News. Thank you.
He's not.
Pardon me?
He's not here.
He's not here today? Do you know when he'll be back?
We're not sure. We don't get employee updates.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what it's about. He is actively online spewing all kinds of hate. And there's many people concerned that he might have access to Ontario's nuclear facilities.
So is that phone recording right now?
Pardon me?
Is that phone recording right now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So this is a private facility, right?
Okay.
And you're not supposed to interview us without any.
But
Do you have any permit to come?
do I have any permit?
Yeah. Do you have?
Well, it's a story of national interest in that somebody who is an Islamist spewing hatred might have access to nuclear plants. Maybe is there someone in management that can speak to me today, or?
Let me.
Okay, thank you.
Will you please stop recording us?
Oh, I just have to show that I did our due
This is
diligence
not a
too.
private public property, and we are working.
It's not a private public
This is not a public property, right?
Okay. Yeah, we just have to show our audience that we reached out.
That
So,
we don't have right to
okay, I'll tell you what,
Refuse,
I'll
right?
just, if you can find somebody that can speak to me.
Video?
Pardon me?
Can you please delete that video? We don't wish to be in a video as we are working.
Yeah, I can't do that, but is there somebody in media relations? Because I did reach out online and I got a bounce back from a Jonathan Allen, I believe.
I'm not so sure.
Okay. Can you see if there's anyone in media relations I can set up an interview with them?
I don't think so right now. This is weekend. Most of the people work from home.
Oh, still? Do you have the name of the media relations person?
This is a big office. We don't know who's working on which department. Right?
I don't understand. If journalists reach out, surely there must be somebody that deals with the media, right?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. How about yourself, ma'am?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure either? So how does one communicate with an employee with General Electric?
So through network medias, you have all the medias available, right? LinkedIn is available and all the other platforms are available.
But I'm right here at your office right now.
This is harassing at this point.
Pardon me?
This is harassing at this point. I asked you to stop recording us. And
Yeah,
I'm
well-
not sure why you're recording us.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but I just want to speak to somebody. You seem to be more concerned about being recorded than somebody who is spewing hate that might have access to Ontario's nuclear sites.
So you're asking a big question for a small person.
Oh,
Do you understand that?
Absolutely. Get me the person in, who deals with the media, and I'll speak to them, sir.
So you need to get in touch with your media to the facilities or whatever the sources.
To the
that
what?
you-
Sorry.
How do you get your news done? I'm not trying to teach you how to get your news done.
Yeah.
Please don't try to force us to answer your questions. At the same time, we do not entertain the video recording in the private property. We'd like you to delete that video.
Okay.
If you want to interview somebody, get in touch with the sources.
Okay, I'm here trying to get in touch.
And you are here on a Friday evening and the
Well-
after hours, close to after hours, and you're expecting me
3:55.
to. Yeah.
But you said earlier it's a moot point, I guess, because a lot of people work from home. Listen,
So this is
I won't even have anything to do with this. If you can find somebody, there must be some manager here that can speak to this issue.
let me call
Thank you.
David.
Yes, sir.
We have reached out to someone in the head office that we don't have. We're going to send this information
Okay.
to someone who can reach out to you. You
Okay.
Give the required information, and whatever the questions you have, you can ask.
Okay, then. Do you
Would
have
like to
a,
be get get in touch with on the phone number or email?
Oh, absolutely. That's my personal cell number there, my email address. Also, do you have the name of that individual I can send an email to? Or?
At this point of time, we do not have any information who's going to get in touch with, but definitely
Okay.
you would be expecting someone getting in touch with you sooner than later. So
Okay. Do you have an estimate of the time? Because I'll hold the story until we're told.
So maybe as this is weekend, right? You can expect
On Monday,
within short
perhaps?
time, perhaps on Monday.
Okay.
I don't have any ETA yet.
Okay. Thank you. That's great. So just so we're clear, somebody will get in touch with me on Monday regarding this story.
I'm not promising anything.
Okay,
That's what we are
Absolutely, sir.
expected.
I'm just reaching out to get GE side of the story as a courtesy, because maybe it's unknown what this individual is saying online. So, I'd like to hear what GE has to say about this. So that's why I drove all the way here to get, your side of the story.
I do understand where you're coming from, but we don't have any information as I am just a security receptionist.
Okay.
So, like I said, somebody will reach out to you.
Sure.
And
I'm just saying,
answer.
sir, with all due respect, a company the size of GE, they must have a media relations contact. And the one I emailed yesterday, it was a bounce back. So I'm trying everything I can.
I'm telling you right now, so I'm going to pass this information to someone
Okay.
who can reach out to you. And,
Okay.
And maybe, I'm not sure, they will get in touch with you
Okay.
sooner than later.
Thank
So
you
if
very
do
much.
not get any information.
And there's no one here in this office that can speak to me then? Okay. All right. Well, you have a good weekend, sir. Okay. Thank you. Well, there you have it, folks. As you saw, the receptionist and the security guards, they were far more concerned about me recording them than they are about an Islamist spewing hate on the internet who might indeed have access to nuclear power plants in this province. It's unbelievable. By the way, I would reach out to the Minister of Energy for Ontario because it is under his bailiwick. That's Stephen Lecce, but that's a fool's errand. I'm still waiting on Mr. Lecce to get back in touch with me from about 3 years ago when the Busty Lemieux story broke. He was the Minister of Education then, but Mr. Lecce, he's too important to deal with the independent media. And besides, there's a gag order on for ministries and crown corporations not to talk to Rebel News. So how's that for accountability? But as you saw, the security guard, I wouldn't say promise, but he said somebody would get back to me. Hopefully it's by Monday. And I was trying to tell him I'm doing GE a favor. I want to know if they know about Mr. Khan's postings. By the way, those were all public postings, all that hatred that I recited in my opening. There was no private correspondence taken from him. Which tells you something that he is openly proud of spewing his hatred. But haters are one thing. Somebody who is an Islamist that might have access to a nuclear power plant, wow, that is scary. And this corporation and the Ministry of Energy should be addressing this sooner rather than later. Well, folks, some 3 days later, it is still radio silence from the powers that be at GE, which is shocking, no pun intended. Thankfully, however, Ontario Power Generation is aware of the matter. OPG is an Ontario Crown corporation that is wholly owned by the Ontario government and generates about half of Ontario's electricity. Here's what OPG recently stated about Khan. Quote, OPG is aware of deeply concerning online content posted by an individual employed by one of our contractors. Such views are in direct violation of OPG's core values and business code of conduct. This individual has no role in OPG operations or access to sites or facilities, and there is no safety or security risk to our operations. We are treating this matter with the utmost seriousness and have initiated an investigation with the appropriate parties." End quote. Well, in the final analysis, let us hope that Mr. Khan is indeed nowhere near a nuclear power plant, given his hateful rhetoric. Nuclear power and jihadis simply do not mix all that well. In the meantime, we will reach out to OPG in the days ahead to find out how its investigation is proceeding. Nuclear power plants aside, we wouldn't want the likes of Mr. Khan anywhere near a gas station for that matter. Stay tuned. Hey folks, I know you love it when Rebel News tells you the other side of the story, and certainly this story, it's not something you're going to see in the mainstream media. Speaking of the mainstream media, we do not get a single nickel from the Mark Carney liberals when it comes to their journalism slush fund. But here's where you come in. Can you do me a favor? Can you go to rebelfieldreports.com? That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you're able to, kindly make a donation so that Rebel News can continue to bring you the other side of the story.